Good morning. It's Tuesday morning. This is Yama and Niyama Yoga. I am Savannah. Welcome. Let's just start taking a deep breath together. Deep breath in through the nose. Let it out. I'm going to do that 2 more times. And as you exhale, I want you to really get every bit of that air out of you, drawing belly button into spine, exhaling until you're completely empty. Deep breath in through the nose. Taking a neutralizing breath or two. And then once again, deep breath in through the nose. Notice if through this short breath practice, you find that the breath has already deepened and lengthened. Perhaps you're already feeling a bit more grounded, more at ease, more present. So this is Yama and Niyama yoga. Yamas and Niyamas are part of the Eightfold Path of yoga. They're spiritual observances or restraints. Basically, they're tenets by which we can live. They help us to have a guidepost to reach for. And I'd like to talk a little bit about the Niyama of Santosha. Santosha means contentment. So first, just thinking about what contentment means to you. When you think about your life, what is it that brings you a sense of contentment, of peace, of solace? We live in a culture where we reach for things outside of ourselves for satisfaction, for fulfillment, for pleasure. And each thing that we reach for, while perhaps satisfying in the moment, ultimately leaves us feeling disappointed, empty, dissatisfied. We live in a culture where we are constantly assaulted by messages of things that we need, things that we want. Always looking outside, looking outside. True contentment comes from within. From the book, The Yamas and Niyamas by Deborah Adele, she says, Santosha invites us into contentment by taking refuge in a calm center, opening our hearts in gratitude for what we do have, and practicing the paradox of not seeking. Practice of yoga draws us inside, into that calm center, that space of the witness who observes as the mind fluctuates, as sensations rise and fall in the body. The witness simply watches as things are constantly changing in and around us. But there's always that still center, that still point. And so, how do we get there when there's so much all the time pulling us away, so many distractions, so many desires? The practice of yoga, the breath, brings us back to what is real and what is true. And when one is truly immersed in the present moment, there is peace. There is peace here, now. And so the work is continuously bringing yourself back to the moment, back to the breath, back into the body, out of the mind. It's amazing how one thought can shift you into a place of discontent. Maybe you're walking down the street and you see someone who looks very happy. Maybe they're walking their dog. Maybe they have a fancy coat on, and some thought comes in, some flash of jealousy. And then that little seed of jealousy grows. And suddenly your whole life is terrible. You're not happy with anything. Why can't I just be happy? Why can't I just have a life like hers? Why can't I be as pretty as her, smart, as rich? And we forget what is real. We forget what is true. And essentially, what we release in those moments, or those places of becoming immersed in these thoughts of lack, discontent, is gratitude. And so when your heart is full of gratitude, when you truly see what's in front of you and appreciate it, when you really love your life, regardless of material possessions, regardless of who or what is in it, when you truly have an open and grateful heart, there is contentment, Santosha. And so, moving through practice this morning, we'll work on cultivating a sense of contentment, even in difficult moments. The idea is that as sensations rise, there's no grasping and there is no pushing away. If it feels really good, let it feel good, and then let it go. If it's challenging, let it be challenging, and then let it go. Everything will surely change again and again and again. Swami Rama says contentment is falling in love with your life. So let's fall in love. Maybe switching the cross of the legs if need be. Finding that beautiful integrity of the spine, tailbone releases, crown lifts. Close the eyes. Begin to deepen and lengthen the breath if you haven't already. And we'll share a little chant. Bring the palms together. I'll lead you through it once, and then you'll join me, and we'll chant 3 times together. Santosha, 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 Santosha. And now together, deep breath in. Santosha, 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 Santosha. Again, inhale. Santosha, 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 Santosha. Santosha, 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 Santosha. Inviting the Sankalpa, the sacred intention of Santosha, in between the palms of your hands, into your heart. And any other intention you'd like to set for yourself this morning. We'll come to stand. Take your time getting there. Move with a sense of ease and presence. Coming into your mountain. Grounding through all four corners of the feet. Rock a little bit, front to back, side to side. Feel the feet rooting into the earth, anchoring you here. Draw the tailbone down. Fingertips reaching towards the earth, palms facing forward, open. Shoulders roll back and down. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Lifting through the sternum, open heart. Inhale the arms around and up, send the gaze up. Pressing into the feet, and then exhale, palms come down, chin comes down. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, gaze comes up, maybe a little back bend, and then exhale, bending the knees, hinging forward, rounding the spine, wrap the arms around. Inhale, arms unravel and lift, reaching for the sky, reaching for the light. Little back bend. And exhale, bending, coming into chair, rounding the spine. Give yourself a hug. Flow with your breath. Move with a sense of ease. How much sensation can you feel here? Feeling the whole body from toes to crown. Maybe the next time you come down, you switch the cross of the arms. Oh. Taking your time and immersing yourself fully in this present moment. And notice how the moment changes constantly. Can you foster a sense of contentment here as things shift and change? Next time you rise, interlace the fingers and press the palms away up towards the sky. Rooting down through the feet, let the knees be soft. Drawing the shoulders back and down. Pressing through the palms, feel the extension. From feet to hands. Take a deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale, bend over to the left. Pressing that right hip away, pressing into the feet, staying rooted. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Pressing left hip away, rooting through the feet. Inhale, center, and then exhale. Once again, other side. Inhale, center, exhale. Flowing side to side. Perhaps you'd like to release the palms, let the arms be free. Notice what feels good in your body. How can you foster a deeper sense of contentment, of Santosha here? Often it's just perspective. Come back to center. Step the feet a little bit wider than hips width. Give the body a little shake. Loosening up. And then begin to swing side to side. Little empty coat sleeves, arms are heavy. Beginning slowly and picking up speed. And if you'd like, adding a cleansing breath, inhaling center. Ha, 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 ha. Slowing down. Ha, 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 ha. Stepping the feet back together. Place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. Close the eyes. Notice what is true for you in this moment. Can you find the peace? Facing the long edge of the mat, step the feet wide. You may want to turn your mat towards the screen so you can see me, or just follow along to the cues. Turning the toes out slightly. Inhaling the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend into the knees. Pressing knees away. Checking to make sure that the knees and the toes line up. Drawing the tailbone down to the earth. Belly button to spine, lift through the back of the neck. Arms come into goalposts. Goddess. Again here, can you feel all four corners of the feet rooting down? Press the feet into the earth. Use the support. Notice the support. And acknowledge the support. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend to the right. Maybe elbow to knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Begin a mindful side to side experience. Keeping the legs and hips very stable, very grounded as the upper body moves. If there's shaking present, can you find the contentment even now? as heat builds, as sensation builds, as perhaps the fluctuations of the mind stir up. And then inhale, come up, straighten the legs. Bring a hand to the belly, a hand to the heart. Close the eyes. If your balance is okay, if not, keep the eyes open and find a soft spot to gaze on. Take a couple of breaths. What's present? What's happening? The eyes are closed, open them. Release the hands, inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, goddess legs. Left arm drops to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, extending through right fingertips and then bending over to the left. Inhale, center, right arm comes to inside of right thigh, left arm lifts. Exhale, side bend. And flow. How much space can you find? What's true in this moment? One more time each side. Stay with the sensation, stay with the heat. Come back to goddess. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little lower. And let's share our chant. Santosha, 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 Santosha. Straighten the legs. Release the arms. Heel toe the feet together. Hand to the belly, hand to the heart. Close the eyes. Just as quickly as sensation rises and builds in the body, so does it leave. Notice the breath slowing down, the muscles releasing tension. The heat that you've built that allows the body to soften and release. Stepping the feet wide once again. This time right toes turn towards the short edge of the mat. Left toes turn in slightly. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height and exhale, bend into that front knee. Warrior two. And we'll make big circles. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms lift towards the sky. Exhale, arms cross in front. Warrior two. Interweaving breath and movement allows the mind to focus and brings you into a state of Santosha, contentment, presence, gratitude. What are you grateful for in this moment? And then pausing in your warrior two. Right knee tracking towards front, middle toes. Pressing forward with the right leg and back with the left. Release any gripping in the toes, in the jaw. Drop the left arm to left thigh. Inhale, right arm up. Peaceful warrior. Make space between that right elbow and right knee. Keeping the right knee right over the ankle. Pressing through the back of left knee, back heel. Relaxing shoulders away from ears. Breathe. Notice if the toes have begun gripping again. Release. Can you find contentment here? Inhale, rise, warrior two. Turning towards that front leg. Arms come forward. Stepping forward into a high lunge. Lift the arms. Sending the right hip back, left hip flexor forward. And the ball of that back foot pressing through the heel. Drawing tailbone down and away, lifting through fingertips, lifting through crown. Feel the energy rising even as you're rooted here. And then step the left foot up to meet the right. Bring the palms to heart center. One hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Close the eyes. Let that work you've just done settle. Bring the hands to the hips. Stepping the right foot back. Spinning the right heel down. Inhaling the arms to shoulder height, coming into warrior two, other side. And let's make some circles. Inhale, straighten the leg, arms lift. Exhale, bend into that left knee. Warrior two. Find a rhythm that is your own. Let yourself become immersed in the waves of breath, waves of sensation. And then arriving in your warrior two, finding a stable foundation here. And then dropping right hand to right thigh. Inhale the left arm up and exhale, peaceful. Make space between that left knee, left elbow. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Release any gripping in the toes. Release any gripping. You find a sense of Santosha here. Two more full breaths. And coming back up. Right hand comes forward to meet the left. Back toes turn forward. Coming onto the ball of the back foot and then inhaling the arms up to the sky. High lunge. Sending the left hip back. Right hip flexor forward. Extending through fingertips. Dropping that tailbone down. And step the right foot forward to meet the left. Hands come to heart center. Hand to the belly. Hand to the heart. Close the eyes. Breathe. What's happening? Bring the hands to the hips. Begin to send the weight into the left leg. Draw the left hip bone into your socket. Find a still point of focus, either on the ground, a few feet in front of you, or perhaps on the horizon. Pressing that standing leg into the earth, begin to lift the right knee until it's parallel with the floor. Taking left hand to right knee. Begin to very slowly send the gaze over to the side, over to the right. Drawing the knee in perhaps a little bit more. Maybe sending the right arm behind you. Continuing to lengthen the spine, to press that standing leg into the earth. Draw right knee towards you. Reaching, extending back through those right fingertips. Breathe. Where is the contentment here? Come back to center. Squeeze that knee in one more time. And then release to the earth. And instead of shaking that standing leg, instead of immediately trying to rid yourself of sensation, be with it. Let the sensations dissipate on their own. Trust that they will. Begin to draw the weight into the right leg. Draw the right hip bone into the socket. Pressing all four corners of that right foot down. Inhale the left knee up. Find that drishti, that still point of focus. Draw the left knee towards you. Drop the tailbone, lift the crown. Right hand comes to your left knee. Maybe left hand on left hip, and begin to very slowly turn towards the side. Maybe left arm extends behind, reaching through fingertips. Notice the toes of the right foot, are they gripping? Drawing the left knee perhaps a little bit closer. Deep, full breaths. Can you stay with yourself here? Can you stay with yourself and have a sense of gratitude, of peace and ease, even as you're challenged? Take one more breath. Come back to center, release the foot, and once again, be with the sensation without trying to change it, without reaching for pleasure, without pushing away difficult sensation. Bring both hands to the lower belly, close the eyes, and breathe. What is happening? you're not there already, coming to the top of your mat, short edge. Inhale the arms around and up. And exhale, hinging forward, forward fold. Oh, allow yourself a little exploration here, a little movement. Maybe hips swing side to side, head shakes no, head shakes yes. Pressing feet into earth, drawing belly button into spine, sending tailbone to the sky. Shoulders away from ears. What can you let go of here? And don't think about it, but simply feel. Bringing hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift, pressing through backs of legs, drawing shoulders from ears. Planting palms, exhale, step back, plank. Find that beautiful integrity of the spine. Fingers spread very wide, pressing into each individual finger, pressing into pads of hands. Sending energy back through the heels, drawing the tailbone away. Inhale, the right knee towards the center of your chest, and then exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right knee comes to the right. And then send it back behind you, back to plank. Inhale, left knee to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Come back to plank. Yay, I love plank. Can you find contentment even as you shake, even as heat builds? Drop the knees to the earth. Gently, gently send the hips back to the heels. Let out a sigh. Child. Maybe wiggle the hips side to side. Oh. Forehead side to side. Spider, crawl those hands over to the right. Maybe left hand comes on top of right. Side stretch. Deep breaths. Inhale back to center and exhale right over to the other side. Maybe right palm comes on top of left. Oh. Breathe. Inhale, coming back to center. And pressing into shins and tops of feet. Oh, come up to sit. Swing the legs out in front. Take a little walk. Rooting down through the feet, through the sits bones. Reach the arms forward, palms facing one another. Draw the belly button in. Tuck the chin. Pressing the feet down slowly, slowly. So slowly begin to come down. Use that core strength. Know that soon this will be over. And when you arrive on your back, Draw the knees into the chest. Make some circles. One direction. And then the other. Let the knees fall over to the left. Maybe scooting that left shoulder blade over. Sending the gaze over to the right. Maybe you'd like to cross the right leg over the left for a little bit of deeper sensation. Maybe you'd like to extend, straighten that right leg, holding on to big toe. What would foster the deepest sense of contentment here? Slowing down, melting here. Butter on a pan. Your next inhale, come back to center. Bringing feet to earth, lifting hips. So hips come back. Lifting shoulder blades, finding that center point. Let the knees fall over to the right. Scooting that right shoulder blade over. Finding that beautiful integrity of the spine. The gaze over to the left. Maybe left leg crosses over right. Maybe you extend the left leg long. What feels good? What feels like peace? In this moment, know that you have enough. You do enough. You are enough. Melting like butter. Couple more breaths. And coming back to center. Drawing the knees in. Allowing the knees to separate from one another. Opening up the pelvis. Pressing that sacrum down into the mat. And then bringing the feet up to the hands, either grabbing big toes or inner or outer edges of feet. Happy baby. Unless some primal need is not being satisfied, babies are some of the most content creatures that exist because they are fully present. They haven't yet developed these cognitive skills that, well, we view them as skills, the exact things that take us away from now. No mind, presence, joy, abundance, love. Release the feet, draw the knees in one more time. Give yourself a big squeeze. Oh, notice if there are any other movements your body would just love. And then begin to make your way into Shavasana. Final rest. Time to rest now. Yourself very comfortable. Release any breath practice. Release any sense of control. And simply let yourself surrender. Here and now. Present. Keeping the mind trained on the breath. And instead of focusing on the in-breath and the out-breath, focus on the space in between. The moment of pause. If the mind should wander, simply bring your attention back. Again and again. Back to the space. Back to your internal landscape. The sacred darkness. Darkness is sacred. We grow here. Grow here. Breathe. There's peace here where the river widens to meet the sea. The rapids are past. The boulders and the rocky places at last give way to a broad and sweeping current, flowing slowly into vastness. The river moves silently, tastes the salty tide that marks its demise, and slips without a backward glance into the ocean's infinite embrace. Begin to deepen and lengthen the breath. Invite in some gentle movement. Slow reawakening. Eventually, you'll find yourself on one side or the other. Taking a moment of pause here to bring to mind something that you're grateful for in this very moment. Eventually finding your way back to an easy seat, Sukhasana. Keeping the gaze inward, eyes closed. Spine is long, energy flowing freely. Winds flowing freely. Bring the palms together at heart center. Let's share an Om. Deep breath in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Namaste, friends. And Jai Bhagwan. Victory to the light of consciousness.